put the recording on by accident a while back. I didn't pause it, so I ended it and started again. So it's just empty. Sherry came on, but then she left very soon. So,
Mhm.
all right.
I was,
One moment. What's
I'm,
up?
I was like now it's just relaxing, and now we'll go to take shower and have some few clothes like to wash,
Pretty
and then
clothes.
no, don't
Fancy,
say.
beautiful, pretty clothes. No, why not? For a change, put on something fancy,
Hmm?
something beautiful. Yeah, why not? Nothing else. Make me feel better. Make me happy. Just not part of it. You don't have to do it. You can just say you will. That'll make me happy.
No,
You have to actually do it.
no,
You just can't think
it
about
was
it.
like, hmm, interesting.
I just
Interesting.
like the idea of you being happy. Alright. Yeah, look, help me quickly with this.
Yes.
Somebody reached out. Kevin said, the question was, what is the first thing to learn about yourself? And, well, his question, I think, was, you know, what you want, But look at people's answers. The first thing you learn about yourself, you're perfect. Yeah, seriously, come on, girl. You're great. Beyond measures. Come on, to embrace all parts. Okay, that's good. And to love yourself. All right, that's good. And then anyway, Kevin says, I want to know why I'm so angry all the time, why I can't seem to shake pessimism, and why I'm not allowed to have an opinion without people thinking I'm a jerk. Any and all
Wow.
suggestions welcome. So, why you are angry, no one can really answer except you, especially if we don't know what's involved. Usually, the roots of anger lie in the perception or belief in some form of injustice, unfairness, and wrongness. It can also be frustration, as in not getting what we want. Pessimism is just a belief, and like any belief, is not a fact. People have been pessimistic about life and the world since the dawn of time, and yet here we are. So pessimism is simply inaccurate longer term. Of course, it might turn out to be true, but with equal possibility, so can optimism. The key question to always ask in such matters is, what's in it for me? What's the payoff for me for such behaviors and beliefs? Is it self-importance, ego, attention, or perhaps a misguided belief that such behaviors and beliefs are what you have to have if you are good? When it comes to sharing opinions, it's helpful to keep in mind how how they are as facts, statements, as telling to others, or as an actual opinion subject discussion. Correct. Yeah, what do you think, Pina?
I'm listening. I thought that you will complete, then I will read it again, and
Okay.
then it's
Helpful to make sure when sharing opinions with only things Once we're dealing with an angry person, pays to be somewhat diplomatic, right? What do you think, Pina? I'm going to read it again. It's kind of more or less right. Never mind. Don't worry too much.
Hmm.
I will see what he says. Kind of interesting. A lot of reactions here. Yeah, this MBTI, Myers-Briggs type indicator. That's what you're asking about, right? Is that
Hmm.
it? The
Yes.
other day, MBTI?
Oh, INFJ and all these type of
Yeah, yeah.
personalities.
It's from this Myers-Briggs type indicator.
Because Thomas told me about that, and he says, "Oh, you are INFJ." I don't know. I really actually don't remember which type of it, because they
Well,
all have some similar letters in that.
I
So,
know it's idiotic to say to somebody that, unless you know that they know what you mean. Come on, seriously. People
so this.
love this nonsense, and I can prove that I'm any one of those things. Today you catch me, I'm this way. Well, tomorrow I'll be different. Depends which star
Hmm,
sign I feel like being on the particular day.
yeah. Like, yes, I am an extrovert, but I am an introvert also. So, and extremely introvert. So I how can I say that? Oh, I'm an introvert.
Again,
Not
being
only.
right for us, we've really uh, shifted to a state of being from which our focus is to be appropriate, right?
Hmm.
And thus, our quest, our task is to continuously learn to be more and more and more appropriate, right? Which means that we are
Yeah.
constantly adding greater flexibility and fluidity and adaptability to our ways of being, right?
Hmm.
Right? So, who I am on any of those scales is going to depend on my circumstance. Yeah. That was very exciting about Benin, by the way.
Okay.
Did you see
I
Benin about
have
Benin?
my
Bina
how many
saying that the thing about
3 year
Benin, the
old
country.
memory on
Oh,
Facebook. Hmm.
sorry, I just wanted to focus on Benin for a second because we were so focused
Okay.
on it and it came fairly soon, So it's one thing if you
Hmm.
focus on it and it comes months later. All right, big deal. It's going to come some point. One would figure we'll get all the countries, but this is like within a week. So it's pretty good.
See your intent.
Yep, yep, yep. All right. What's your memory? Share, Venus, share. I'm actually keen for you to. Sherry might come back at 7 or so, and I'm definitely keen for you to be finished with all your stuff before Erica comes. So I don't know.
Of course,
I
of
mean, maybe
course.
go and do your things, and then when we come back to all this, yeah. All right, no mind.
Okay. This
I
is
saw this on an
this was not
astrology
good.
site, and what?
Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
Oh,
No.
I saw this on an astrology site, and I can say that these are the most sensible thoughts on love I've read so far. Someone asked me, "What's the worst part about being in love?" No matter what anyone says to you, real love is a struggle. It is a steep hill, and you have to reach all the way to the top. It is a forest, and you have to reach the center of it. It's a maze, and you have to find the exit. It is not a fairy tale. It's not anywhere close to it. You have to see scars and accept them. You have to see flaws and accept them. You have to see imperfections and accept them. You have to see the person you love doing terrible things and still love them for who they are. You have to resist the urge to change them or tweak them. You will have their weaker spots in your hands, and you will have to resist the urge to scratch it when the wind blows too hard in your face. Love is not in loving. Love is in trying to stay in love no matter what. Love is in trying not to fall out. Love is hard, but it is worth the efforts. Love is not as beautiful as it may sound, but it is still the best thing that can happen to any person. I don't know. Do you still feel that way, Bina?
See, this is the point. This is the point. Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet, beautiful
Because
Bina, gorgeousness. Oh, my love so much.
this is the point that I was because Facebook was full of these love posts
Yeah,
and
that
everybody
was very
even
popular.
awareness. Even if you go to astrology side, even if you go
Yeah.
to psychology side, self growth,
Yeah.
whatever, everybody just talk about love. All my friends, they talk about love.
Mm.
And the major problem in life is about love, from love, because of love, and all these things. Yeah. And I saw people suffering big time. I saw people ruin their life big time. I saw
Yep.
them
Yep.
actually uh, trying to, not trying to, actually celebrating their their grief and sorrows. They were actually celebrating that, but they somehow just
Well,
they
because they were in
enjoy.
love, right? They were celebrating
Oh,
because they were in love, and it's from love, and all this nonsense. Yep. Yep. They
oh,
were
and no,
romanticizing it. You know.
oh, big time romanticizing everything. Yes, so everyone was talking about love, 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 love. Alan says, "Oh, I love everyone. I love everything," and I was not getting that. What's wrong? What's wrong? How can I? Because I was not able to love everything and everyone. So this was the question for me,
I
and I.
challenge Alan a little bit on that when it comes to Trump. I'm saying, sorry, dude, you say that, but
See, for me, okay, the words are important, and you have to be really mean it when you say it. Otherwise, no, no,
well,
and even not only you mean it, but you have to consider absolutely carefully that how the other person is taking that, receiving that.
mm,
If you are not in alignment, you just shut your mouth, please.
yes, yes, yes. It's about appropriateness, Beena. It's about
So,
appropriateness.
so that was my struggle to understand that. At that time, because everybody was saying, "Oh, I am in love," and we were like, "Oh, everything is just heaven for them," and suddenly, just after 1 week, everything is hell.
Well, it's not love that's the issue, Beena. It's
Yeah,
impeccability that's the issue.
yeah. So
It,
I
it,
was
yeah. And
at that
independence
time,
of
I was
being, so,
hmm,
you know,
that was the issue for me.
yeah. If you don't
So I
have
was trying to.
independence of being, if you don't have impeccability, if you don't have
Oh no,
integrity, responsibility, adaptability, fluidity, all of the stuff, then your love is going to be difficult. So it's as simple.
okay. My situation was also a bit like okay, is also not was is also a bit different still because first thing is that I don't like to um, uh, I need an appropriate word for that.
Well, give me some
Mm.
inappropriate ones, and then I know what you're trying to say. Without some suggestions, I have no idea where you're going.
Because I feel that no one can say that I don't control anyone. We do that. Sometimes it is passive, sometimes it is very direct.
Active.
And
Mm,
yeah, sometimes it is inappropriate, sometimes it is appropriate. But no one can say that I am 100% out of that and still in a relationship or still love someone. Because this is something which is a bit, this loving someone is something which have some attributes always attached to
mm,
that.
mm,
So that's why I feel that you cannot be completely 100% out of influence other or control in some way.
yes, yes.
So that's why it is, but I don't like to be in an active, direct, inappropriate controlling of someone. I don't like to. I'm choosing this. If my nature is different, yes, I have a dominant uh, personality, yes, but I don't like this. So I'm deliberately choosing that to
Mm,
try to not control anyone actively, directly, inappropriately.
mm,
And same I'm expecting for myself. So, but also I do understand that it is impossible to not get influenced by someone. Absolutely, there are always some chances, and it is
yes.
good. It is not bad. So it is good. The
So
second thing,
the key is the liberation, yeah, and awareness.
exactly, yes. And the second thing is that maybe
Discernment.
it is because of my culture, it is because of my religion, it is because of my family brought up. I don't know, or maybe all of them. I do feel that we have a different understanding. Male and female have different understanding. It is like just like sun and moon. You can say that when sun is there, you don't need moonlight. When moon is out, so okay,
Yep,
you
yep,
can relax in that. So it's a different. It's there is
yep.
no comparison in that,
When the
no
sun is out,
competition.
there's no need for men to come out.
So
Right?
it is about appropriateness.
Yes.
Okay, and I and also that women have different influences on their thought process, so they need to, I feel, it is just my perspective for me only, that they need to consider second opinion big time, second perspective big time, because they get influenced by, we get influenced by many other factors. So when it comes to decision making, it, from the tiniest little details to the biggest one, we need a different and second perspective also. So these type of things makes it really difficult for me to use words.
You use words? Oh, you just did quite
Ah,
splendid.
I'm really very cautious about my words.
I don't know why that makes it difficult for you to use words. It just makes it difficult for you to use words
because
carelessly. That's
because oh
right.
yes, but
Not words, but words carelessly. Big difference.
yes, yes,
Right.
because I don't know that who else is thinking like that. So
Oh, it doesn't matter who else thinks like that. It matters that Beena thinks like that, right? That's what counts, right, Beena?
yes,
Yeah. And that you feel comfortable with your thoughts.
I'm comfortable. I'm truly convinced with that yes, people, okay, my friends, not people in general, my friends especially, they feel, oh, you're video.
You're a weirdo.
Mm.
If they say that, say thank you, right?
Yeah.
Don't you love me because I'm a weirdo? I love you because you're a weirdo, right?
I'm blessed.
Right,
I'm
Beena?
blessed.
Yeah, exactly. See? So, no, seriously though, they say anybody ever say to me, I'm like, oh, thank you very much. That's a great compliment. Thank you. It shifts the queuing. And I think, oh, wow, you know. Beside which, it takes the point of it out for them, Now they can't say it again because, well, oh, I enjoy being who I am. I enjoy being different, being independent. I work very hard. I don't want to be just according to what everybody else says I am. I want to be me. Me happens to be different. So be it. You know, it's just the way it came out. I'm just saying, when you hear stuff like that from people, I find it very important to kind of, in a nice way, like I'm doing now, but you kind of set it straight, you know, and then you educate them, you train them in terms of this perception, because they under the belief that weirdos are not bad. Nah, nonsense. As soon as you claim it and own it, the whole thing goes away. It's like shoe with a two of shoes. When you claim it and own it, it's a power. You know. So we just philosophy of opposite, flip things around. I'm standing in the sun, by the way, in the door.
Mhm.
Mm, wow. My legs are so white, 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 white. So good. Okay. All right, Beena. I love this. I love this. It's important. So the point is that I still ask the question which you haven't yet answered. Doing a very expert, politically good job there of avoiding. Well, I shall simply take it for granted that you do not any longer feel that way about love. Yeah, not exactly, right?
Yes.
This is something that we can say. You want to fix your love life? Wave him back a bit,
So it was
right,
4 year
Beena?
old movie. Yes. Yes.
You know what kills most love life is expectations and obligations, and that leads to unwarranted irritation and annoyance, and of course anger and resentments and stuff like that. But you know, if you don't have any expectations, if you're chill, what the heck, you know, you you can love. The other thing is uh, appreciation, Beena. That's what I said to you. You know, uh, that what I really enjoy about our relationship is that you appreciate who I am. You know, in the deep
How can
sense of
I not?
appreciation. That's very cool, Beena.
How can I not?
Precisely because you see what is there. So you understand who I am is based on a deep, deep, deep sensibility. Yes? So if something comes along that I'm doing that's kind of weird, you don't say, "Bloody hell, so how can he be so bloody stupid?" No, you say, I know what he does is based on a deep sensibility. What am I missing? And if you can't figure it out for yourself, you come and you ask and you say, I'm not getting this. I know you're sensible. How does this work out? I'm missing something here. I'm not seeing something, you know, and then say, okay, what's the context? Explain. And of course, we explain. And then sometimes, you know, the explanation must, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I'm the one who's missing something, not you. I hadn't thought this through. See, and then you get to that resolution. But it's that deep sensibility that's the issue. People don't want to be sensible because they have to face off with truths and responsibilities and consequences and implications about themselves, blah, blah, blah. So that's the issue. Very cool way to upgrade an old house, Beena.
Mhm. I really love that.
Yeah, yeah, it's very cool. Very cool. Very cool, Beena. Very cool. Anyway, so I put in the application and we'll see. I didn't have the mail, you know, a bill. So I just took the online confirmation that had my address in it for the order for the um for the internet. I had the address on there, the wrong address, but I just changed it, made it right. So you know, submitted that. You know, saved it to a file and then uploaded the file. So okay, we'll see what happens. See what happens. I mean, if need be, I can get all this stuff. You know. Well, we'll try, B now. We'll try. We'll just keep
So,
going.
about capital H hearing course.
Mm,
Ha course. I was thinking that it's so intense, it's so comprehensive, so much in detail, a lot of repetitions also, and I was thinking about that. But you were doing it, and continuously it was thing. How can I was like how I would not follow that? I said okay, because he is doing that, so it needs that. But when yesterday Sue asked, my immediate response, it was not something I just made up. I said, yes, I was thinking the same, but still he was doing that with intent to develop patience, to actually practice your capital P patience and actually make you, push you to do practice capital H hearing. It is about all about deliberation. It is about practicing all these things. It is about just getting into that mode, into that being. And I was surprised by myself at how actually capital T trust changed me. We never discussed that. I had something in my mind. I was thinking about that. Oh, it has a lot of things. Has a lot of things. The moment Sue asked, it was like my natural response to that. Yes, he's doing that.
yeah, yeah.
because your intent.
Yeah. See, now I never take
It,
anything for granted either, Beena. So,
yes.
what you said to go and review it, yes. And as soon as you get out of, I don't know, are you going to go and do stuff or are you just going to stay here now till Erica? Because we can do
I
that
will
too.
go and I will come back as soon as possible.
Okay. As soon as you come back, we're going to go and review the hearing to see. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Feels good and right and appropriate to do it now. Also, Beena, keep that love post in mind and your love perspective because it is going to go into the caring and sharing session, caring and interest session.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it was my 4 year old memory. Then I shared it again after 1 year. And now it is my 3 year old memory. So for 1 year at least, I had the same perception of that. But
Mm.
now after 3 years, oh, and I have to, no, no. It has.
Beena, Beena.
No.
So after a year, is it easy or hard?
Ah, it's easy. It's way too
What's
easy.
easy?
Love is easy. It's easy. Yes.
I'll be looking at the screen. See my idiot grin.
What brain?
What
Do
did
it
you?
again.
What did you? I was just going. Cause what
Mm-hmm.
did you just say?
I said now after a year, like, okay, 3 years, it's easy. Way
What's
too
easy?
easy. Love,
I said,
like what?
said love. Beena said love. Beena said love. No, no, no. It's okay. I'll take whatever comes in. I have a little bit, Beena. Doesn't matter. I'll make it work for me. It's all good. See, very powerful. Powerful. Very powerful. Implications. 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 It's so magical. But yeah, it really is. It's very easy. When we have to work at love, then something's wrong.
What's the point? And what's the point?
Exactly. 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 But that's the problem. People want love without learning to love themselves first. How on earth can you expect somebody else to love you if you don't love yourself? They have to hurry up and approve. Yeah, the stock market's going all way high up again. Like, seriously. Too much money chasing too little goods, Beena. That makes for irrationality. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's very interesting. I saw a little article. They were saying, people in Vegas for the sports betting, those people that used to bet a lot, used to go to Vegas, they just shifted to the stock market. See it
Yes.
as a different form of gambling, which is making the
Mm.
stock market, they invest, makes it
Yeah.
rationally high. But at the first sign of trouble, like the other day, you have so that means for big swings, which is great. That's what you want. Big swings is where you make your money, and they're easier to spot and easier to time and stuff like that. So, like right now, it's getting irrationally high. This is going to have a big effect again. The states are going to have to institute this stuff again. There's no way around it, stay at home orders and all this. Of course, then it's going to go down again. And then, so I want to get us set up so that we can, because with futures, you can go both ways, you see. Stocks, it's harder to
Mm.
sell stocks. They call it selling it short, which means you sell it before you own it. And
Mm.
and this is difficult, This is it's tricky business. You need to have margin for that. And it's very risky because theoretically, the thing can go down to zero, and you can lose a lot of money. So, but on futures, it works a little differently, So, um, anyway, yeah. So the long and the short of it is, I'll explain more in detail when we get into it. But
Mm.
there are different instruments they go. both ways, and you can basically buy the one that says it's going down, one that says it's going up. So
Hmm.
pictures
So
have a little bit.
you have this understanding of how this thing
Oh,
works.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. So
All right.
what we need?
I filling. Well, we need them to approve our account. That's all. You see on the screen, Beena? They don't have the graph here now, but when this needs to be. Yeah, I don't have the live feed, so I only get their feed. So, but anyway, there's lots of stuff to explain here, Beena. I mean, this is.
Okay. Okay. I will learn it gradually.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Sorry for munching. I'm eating
Oh, I love
watermelon.
it. I love it. I love it. I love it, Beena. Oh, you were talking about watermelon. Oh,
Yes.
do you guys have a cheese cutter? With a wire cheese cutter?
Mm, no.
Oh, they are useful for slicing watermelon.
Ah,
Yeah.
I saw that it's a big deal to cut watermelon in US especially, and we do this regularly. So
Yeah.
it is not like something. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a fun
What do
thing.
you use? A sword?
A big knife or a chopper.
Yeah. It's not really difficult. Anyway, so yeah, so there's a lot here, but I want us to be active, up and running, ready to go. That's what I'm saying. Because now it's going up again. It just went down a big dip a couple of days ago. Now it's going back up again, and it doesn't make any sense. How can the economy not take a
You
sharp turn down?
just spend your time and see.
Oh, there's nothing
Yeah.
I can do now. I'm just waiting for them to approve their account, and we just have to hope that somebody's very busy over there and they don't look too carefully and say, okay, 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 and here you go. We want your business. You more or less meet the forms and the guidelines. That's it.
Mhm.
That's what we're hoping. So that's what we're hoping. Oh, I'm so happy to hear you eating.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Phnom Penh, that's in Cambodia again. We had that the other day. Again, so we had three from Cambodia. It took a while to get anyone from there, but we
I
don't
love
see
fruits,
everyone, unfortunately. So.
but
But look at this, Beena.
watermelons.
Sorry. You see here,
Hmm.
went to complete. So they don't say where they're from. They could be from anywhere.
Hmm.
So I open this and it usually will tell you.
Amina Qureshi. Hmm?
Oh,
This is what her name?
I don't know. But usually it will tell you where the place is from.
Hmm.
Uh,
Amina Qureshi. No, might be Indian or Pakistani.
yeah, well, it could be, Liberian for all we know.
Nope, nope,
So,
nope.
well, this is not his name. This is where he said works at. But sometimes the works at will say where they're from.
You said his name?
No, this is not where he's working. He works here.
Oh, he.
Oh no, he
Then
went to this place, right? So
no, but this is the name of a girl, Amina.
no, I said, oh
Amina.
she. Okay, she. I didn't. I just said
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But I'm just saying, since she doesn't say where she's from, I look here went to, and usually the educational institutions will say where it will
Click on
say
the groups. Click on the groups. Groups she is member of.
learn Spanish, German learning. See, she could be living in Germany or Spain or somewhere in Europe. But I was going to say another way to look is, well, of course, you can go to. I don't do it for everybody, only for names that or could be in places that we don't have yet.
Oh, I
So,
was reading it
right,
wrong. She's not Pakistani or Indian at all.
right,
She might be Moroccan.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, you can do Bina sometimes. Oh, that if they show the friends, sometimes it will say where the friends are from. So she all she shows is where she went to school, and that's what I was clicking on because that will often Morocco. You see, complete. It said
Mm.
yeah. See Morocco. That's what I was
Because
trying
I
to
saw
explain.
her picture
Oh, you saw a picture.
at the corner of the screen, and Moroccans have a very different, similar features. They all have long faces with almost same complexion. Everyone, man and woman,
Oh,
and long nose, yeah, and not big eyes. This is something really
yeah. Well, typically
peculiar,
they have
very
that. Of
peculiar.
course,
Yeah,
there's always exceptions, but yeah.
I have a friend, Bisma. She is Moroccan. I also had a friend who was a hacker, Hasham. He was also a Moroccan, so that's why I know Moroccans are
Like this too.
actually.
It's an interesting name. This jam. The groups don't necessarily tell you because look here, we've got Canada and Dutch, a car. I don't know, could be anything. So let's see. I actually don't do this very often. I'm just doing it now in Syria. This jam looks like she's a trucker. Hmm. All right, well, let's go and see. Let's look at the about first, obviously. Very few people fill the stuff in, by the way. And if they don't show for us where they're from, something Dutch, because look, Nisha, that's Dutch. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so I have seen the spinner. Oh, they don't show, but when they show all the friends, I saw it from all the friends. It's very interesting. And you can go on their timeline. Sometimes they have those posts was at. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm. So go and see the timeline.
You just check them out. Look at everything, and you get clues, and you can look at their friends, see where their friends are from. You know, I know it's just kind of fun. You see, yes, this is Dutch, but there are other places in the world that speak Dutch. So it could be Belgium too. You see, they speak Dutch in Belgium as well. Netherlands, you see, evergreen top wine. So either Netherlands or Belgium, maybe Luxembourg. I don't think we've had Luxembourg. Trucker lady. Isn't that cool that ladies drive these big trucks? I don't know. I love it. There's no reason why they can't. Very equal. I'm very equal opportunist, Beena. Oh, very equal opportunist. Yeah. So that's it. Doesn't show anymore. So we have to guess. We just have to guess.
Oh God, she's wearing something my all-time favorite. Wow.
Who is?
That's,
Who is?
oh, it is just a new prince. You can say that in
A new
the
friend of
market.
yours?
No, 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 no,
Oh,
not my friend. It's just
oh, your friend is wearing something.
no, 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 no. Let me share screen so I can show you. I
Oh,
was just
Perilli. Where's Perilli? That's an interesting one. Look at this name. Upendra Thakur Rohit. Oh, maybe this is Laos. Maybe this is Laos. I'm watching
See,
every
this is.
I'm watching every day for Laos. Laos has to come soon now, Beena.
Mhm.
Laos is behind.
Yes.
I think it's Philippines. Oh, India. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
See.
close, close to Laos. It's on the side. Hang on, hang on. I'm not seeing anything. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh, oh. Is
See.
this it?
This friend. They
Wow.
do this. They make this.
Oh, 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 oh. It is the Susan.
Ah.
It is the Susan. Beena was just sharing it.